Right. Hi. For my World Book Day review, I wanted to talk about a book that is very special to me. If anyone has been within 5 feet of me for more than 20 minutes, chances are they will be very, very aware of how much I love the work of JRR Tolkien. Obviously, I have read The Lord of the Rings so many times. I've read The Hobbit so many times. I've read The Silmarillion so many times, but I'm not here to recommend those per se. I'm here to recommend one specific thing, slightly different possibly from some of the other stuff, but I was actually going to recommend this comic version of The Hobbit, which was the very first taste I ever had of The Lord of the Rings and J.R.R. Tolkien. I first read it when I was just a wee child, before I ever even knew about the other books, and this was what inspired me to read full books subsequently. But this book in particular is just a beautiful version of it. Not only does it very carefully take most of the text from the book, from the original book, carefully abridge a section, adapt some parts into just images alike, but also the actual artwork inside is just incredible. Every single panel is hand painted, so this isn't just your average comic book. This is, an artist working for a couple of years, I believe it took to adapt this, and it just covers everything within the text. It's not missing anything. It hasn't gained anything. Everything within it just looks incredible, and this is just the perfect way to first get into the series if you never have before. I really can't emphasize enough how much this book means to me. Chances are, if you can see it through this video, you'll see that this copy in particular is very worn and weathered because I've had it for over 20 years now, and I've read it so many times. Yeah, it's just wonderful. If you've got no idea about what The Hobbit is about, then it is about the story of a hobbit, which is a tiny little man who lives in a hole in a hill. And if one day a wizard comes by and tells him he's going to go on an adventure, which the hobbit doesn't necessarily want to do. But before he can say no, he then has a group of 12 dwarves coming to his house, who then whisk him away on an adventure to go and steal treasure from a dragon in the Lonely Mountain, which is on the other side of the world. And of course, lots of horrible things happen on the way because, what kind of adventure would it be if they walked for 30 minutes, got there? They have to fight trolls, they have to fight goblins, they have to fight giant spiders, they get captured by elves, they end up stuck in a lake. And then, of course, there's the dragon himself, Smaug the Great and Powerful. And really, you can't do justice to Smaug without seeing him in the artwork or reading him in J.R.R. Tolkien's original words. If you love fantasy of any kind, this is the man you have to thank for it. This is the man who gave us modern fantasy as we understand it. If you love adventure of any kind, this is the book that inspired so many other writers to write. This artwork in particular, I would hope would be an inspiration for other artists, other people who love creative approaches with just how incredible some of the scenes and composition are throughout here. This is a book for people to study, even if they don't love fantasy itself. So that's my recommendation. I could talk for longer and prepare a whole PowerPoint presentation how really modern culture would be different if we didn't have J.R.R. Tolkien, but you don't need to hear that. You just need to come into my classroom and ask me about it in person. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.